Alright guys, got all the panels off, and here's what's going on inside the case now. As you can see, I did a different loop. Had to, obviously, because the different location of the radiators now in the bottom section there, but just kind of explain what I've got going on in here and why I set the loop up the way I did. You'll probably notice, first thing, is that I have the cards, instead of in series now, I've got them in parallel. You know, doing a little bit of research and questions and answers and stuff on my forums that I belong to, parallel seemed to be the way to go. And basically what I have are two Coolants quick disconnect fittings. I still have those quick disconnect fittings here, and I've got the other two there. Again, fills up this card, and basically when you do it parallel, you tend to get better temperature results. And I did notice that when it was in series before, it was coming in here and coming out here. Of course, the top card would be cooler than the second, and that again would be cooler than the third. And I was having a fluctuation of, you know, 5 to 6 degrees Celsius between the three cards. Running it this way, pretty much the three cards are the same temperature, and it worked out better, and it looks a lot cleaner. I actually think. But anyway, moving on. I still have the loops going into my processor here, but now you'll notice that I've got two. The reason why I have two, obviously, is this is the inlet. You can always tell the inlet because it's the hole closest to the center of your block. You want the water running to the center of the CPU and then exiting from the one furthest away. So basically the water comes in here and out here. And to kind of, oh, there's my phone. And to kind of explain how the loop works. It leaves the reservoir, goes to the first GTX 360 on the other side. It runs up the back and into the CPU, comes out of the CPU, back down to the second rad, where it comes in the graphics cards and out the graphics cards, and then back into the reservoir. It works out really nice, really clean. I like the way it turned out. You'll notice where my reservoir was previously, I took out the pass-through fittings, and now I've just got a couple grommet holes. But that's what this side looks like. On the top, where the radiators used to be, I added 6, what are those? Those are Cooler Master Sickle Flows, non-LED, which I've been looking for all over the place. I like lights and everything. I didn't want 6 fans up on top doing a huge glow of light all over the place in my office. So I found the ones that are non-LED, and they work out good. Alright, and here we go. Basically this is the side where all my wires and power supply and everything is. There are so many wires coming out of these two power supplies, AX1200, AX850 Corsair power supplies, that I've got this thing, tucked away and as neat as I possibly can. I don't think it's going to get any better. This little mess right here is off of the dual power supply switch. This enables me to run one power supply and have this switch turn on the other one when this turns on, so it works out good. You'll notice that my SSD is no longer in here because it died. Kind of concerned about that. I've gone through 2 Vertex SSDs, and for some reason they are just not holding up. So I've stuck in this terabyte Western Digital Blue, and it's it's a hard drive. It does what it's supposed to do. Back here, I did 2 different color tubes, just because I had 2 colors. No specific reason, but this is where it comes in, this is where it comes back out, and it works its way down to the bottom through all the radiators. And to let you guys know how I have it going down to the radiator, so you can kind of see the pipes and the tubes and stuff inside there. It worked out really well. I've read, you know, people having trouble bleeding a system with one of these coolants on here, and I really didn't have that much trouble, and I'm going to explain to you why. Hopefully this might help other people who are installing one of these things, especially if you've got your radiator mounted horizontally like this instead of laying flat. I always put the inlet on the bottom, so the water going into the radiator, put it to the bottom fitting. And the reason why is because once the water hits the bottom, the radiator has to fill up in order for it to come out this radiator. So when it does that, it pushes the air out. Helps out tremendously. You know, to other people that might be common sense. To some people, you know, that they do it for aesthetic reasons on which inlet they go in, or I'm sorry, which fitting they go in and which fitting they come out. But if you always put your inlet on the bottom when a radiator is mounted like this, it's going to help get the air out of the system and let you get up and running a little quicker. Again, you can do it the other way. You know, a little bit of rocking and shaking of your case will get the air out eventually. This just helped me out. But that's pretty much it. I will go keep this video nice and short and sweet, but kind of give you a quick walk around. This is what she looks like now, and you know, of course, I've got plenty of room up top for a couple more radiators. Maybe later on down the road. One last thing, guys. Once I go ahead and finish up this video part where you guys can see it, I'm going to roll it back into the office and hook it back up and let you take a look at some temperature readings. You will be quite surprised on how cool this thing is running just by putting the radiators in a completely separate compartment versus having them up with the rest of the hardware. But if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them or PM me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Take it easy, YouTube. Until next time. Alright guys, here's that quick temperature reading I wanted to show you. About 20-25 minutes of playing Battlefield Bad Company. You can see the temperatures are just absolutely wonderful. It never got above 30 degrees Celsius. Right now it's actually idling anywhere between 21 and let's see, 25. It's a little spike to 28, but you get the idea. It is running very, very cool. As well as my graphics cards. You'll see the first 580 is running at 21, the second one's running at 22, and the third one's 23. So, you know, running them parallel the way that I am, I'm getting about a 2 degrees difference between 3 cards. But anyway, I just wanted to throw this quick video up at the end and let you guys see what the temperatures are.